Good morning, my dear students. How are you? Hope you are very fine. This is me to take your chemistry class. Dear students, we are talking about chapter 8 of your science book. Now, dear students, look, every day different types of phenomena occur in our surroundings, even in our home. Most probably, your mother is cooking on the gas stove, isn't it? Do you know this is a chemical process also? Because here natural gas is burnt. So dear students, at first we have to know what is chemical process. When one or more things are changed to make completely new one or more things, then this is called chemical process. And when this chemical process is expressed by using equation, then this is called chemical reaction. Dear students, today in this class, we will learn about chemical reaction and also its balance. So, at first, how a chemical equation is written. The rules of writing chemical equations. Look, in a chemical equation, the formula or symbols of the reacting substances or reactants are written on the left of the sign of equality, and the symbols or formulas of the products are written on the right of it. That means reactants, then products. On the left side, there will be reactants, and after equal sign, on the right side of equal sign, there is products. Now, if the reactants or products are more than one, a plus sign is put between the formula and the symbols. Suppose there are more than one reactants or there are more than one products. Then between these reactants and between these products, a plus sign is put like this. Suppose A and B are reactants, so these are A plus B, and C and D are products, so there will be C plus D. Look, here equal sign or arrow sign can be put. Okay, equal sign you can put after balancing the reaction, but arrow sign you can put every time, before balancing and after balancing also. Now, if the number of molecule is more than one, then the number is used before the formula. For example, suppose here 2 molecule A reacts with 1 molecule V. That means in reactant side there are 2 molecule A and 1 molecule B. So this 2 is written before A. And on the product side there are 1 molecule C and 2 molecule D. So here also the number of molecule is written on the left side of the product D. Now, an arrow sign is used to indicate that the reaction moves towards the products from the reactants. Look, arrow sign is written like this way. That means the reaction moves from reactant to product. Instead of an arrow sign, an equal sign may also be used. However, the equation has to be balanced on both sides. That I had told, that equal sign or arrow sign both can be used, but equal sign that time you can use when the reaction will be balanced. And 5 number is the number of atoms of different elements present in the reactants before chemical reaction must be equal to the number of atoms of different elements in the products formed after the reaction. This number of atoms of reactants and products will be equal after balancing the reaction. So, to make balance, the symbol or formula must be multiplied by the required number. When you will balance the reaction, then after balancing, you will see that the number of atoms present in the reactant side is equal to the number of atoms present in the product side. For example, look, hydrogen and oxygen make water. We know the formula of hydrogen is H2 and the formula of oxygen is O2 and the formula of water is H2O. But look, in reactant side there are 2 atoms hydrogen before balancing. Suppose there is not 2 written. So there are 2 atoms hydrogen and oxygen, it is also 2 atoms. But in the product side, look, there are 2 atoms hydrogen and 1 atom oxygen. So the atom number of hydrogen is equal on the right side and left side, but the atom number of hydrogen is not, the atom number of hydrogen is equal, but the atom number of oxygen is not equal on the both side. So to make the atom number equal, we have to multiply the reactant or product by an integer. Okay, we will learn this while balancing the equation. So now look, when there is written 2 and there is also written 2, now the atoms number are equal. There are total 2 into 2, that means total 4 atoms hydrogen. In the product side also there are 4 atoms hydrogen. And here 2 atoms oxygen in the reactant side, and in the product side there are also 2 atoms oxygen. So after writing the equation, when you will balance, then you will observe that the atom numbers of reactants and products must be equal. Now writing chemical equation, another key. Identify reactants and products and place them in a word equation. How will you write chemical equation? At first, from the language, you have to identify the reactant molecules and product molecules, and you will write them in a word equation. Convert the chemical names into chemical formulas and write the state symbols. Then suppose sodium chloride. This is sodium chloride and you know the formula of sodium chloride. Now you will convert this chemical name sodium chloride into formula of sodium chloride, that is NaCl. And at last you will balance the chemical equation. And in this way you can write every chemical reaction by using formula and symbol of the reactant and product molecules. For example, here at first it is written in word aluminium plus iron oxide, iron 3 oxide. That means the valency of iron is 3. It is iron 3 oxide, or you can write ferric oxide, because you know the valency of iron is 2 and 3, and when the valency is 3 then it is ferric. So it is ferric oxide, and products are aluminium oxide plus iron. Now you will convert the name into its symbol and formula. This is aluminium, so it is Al, symbol of aluminium. Ferric oxide Ap2O3. Now aluminium oxide Al2O3, and iron it is Ap. Dear students, look, when diatomic molecules are written, hydrogen, oxygen, nitrogen, chlorine and fluorine, then you will write H2, O2, N2, Cl2 and F2. But when these solid molecules are written, then you will write like this, Al, not Al2. And after balancing the reaction, it is 2Al plus Ap2O3, then products Al2O3 plus 2Ap. Now we will write some chemical reaction by using equation. First reaction, sodium reacts with sulfuric acid and produces sodium sulfate and hydrogen. What you have to do at first? You have to identify the reactant molecules and also the product molecules. Here sodium reacts with sulfuric acid. So the reactants are sodium and sulfuric acid, and produces, that means these are products, sodium sulfate and hydrogen. So at first we will write the reaction in word, that is sodium plus sulfuric acid Now sodium sulfate plus hydrogen, there are more than one reactants and products. So we will use plus sign between these two reactants and between these two products. Now you will write the formula and symbol of these reactants and products. The symbol of sodium is Na and the formula of sulfuric acid is H2SO4. So this is Na plus H2SO4. There is arrow sign because the reaction is not balanced now, and the products are Na2SO4 plus H2. Dear students, look here, hydrogen when you will write, then you have to write H2 because hydrogen is diatomic molecule. But when you will write sodium, then no need to write Na2. If you write Na2, then it will be wrong. Or if you write only hydrogen, only H, then also it will be wrong. Now another reaction, calcium carbonate is decomposed or broken. Dear students, decomposed in chemistry, decompose means to break by heating or by any other way. Calcium carbonate is decomposed or broken and produce calcium oxide and carbon dioxide. Now look, which are the reactants and which are the products here? Here, calcium carbonate is decomposed. That means you will take calcium carbonate and after decomposing calcium carbonate, calcium oxide and carbon dioxide are produced. So the reactant is calcium carbonate and products are calcium oxide and carbon dioxide. So reactant is written on the left side, calcium carbonate, one arrow sign, only one reactant is there. And after arrow sign, the products will be written by using one plus sign, that is calcium oxide plus carbon dioxide. Now, you know the formula of calcium carbonate, calcium oxide and carbon dioxide. Now write the formula of this calcium carbonate. This is CaCO3, one arrow sign. There is calcium oxide CaO plus carbon dioxide CO2. Now some more reaction. Here look, magnesium is burnt in oxygen and produces magnesium oxide. Magnesium is burnt in oxygen. That means magnesium reacts with oxygen. When magnesium is burnt, then magnesium reacts with oxygen, because you know without oxygen burning is not possible. So here the reactants are magnesium and oxygen and the product is magnesium oxide. So here magnesium plus oxygen, these two are reactants and magnesium oxide, it is product. So magnesium Mg, because it is metal, not diatomic, so Mg will be written here, but oxygen, it is diatomic molecule, so you have to write here O2. And magnesium oxide, the formula of magnesium oxide is MgO. Look, here there are two reactants, so one plus sign is used between these two reactants and there is only one product and this is written only. Now another reaction, sodium hydroxide reacts with carbonic acid and produces sodium carbonate and water. Look, how many reactants are there? Here, sodium hydroxide reacts with carbonic acid. That means there are two reactants, sodium hydroxide and carbonic acid, and produces sodium carbonate and water. There are also two products, sodium carbonate and water. So, on the left side, we will write sodium hydroxide plus carbonic acid, and after arrow sign, we will write sodium carbonate plus water. We know the formula of all of these, sodium hydroxide, that is NaOH, plus carbonic acid, that is H2CO3, and one arrow sign is here. Then the products are sodium carbonate, Na2CO3, plus water, H2O. So in this way, when any equation is written in language, then you can write when any chemical reaction is written in language, you can write the equation of this chemical reaction. or when this type of equation is given, then also you can write the language. At first reactant, this and this reacts and produce this and this, or this is decomposed. When only one reactant is present, then you will write this compound is broken or this compound is decomposed to produce this and this in this way. Okay, so dear students, these are the chemical reaction. Now we will learn how to balance this equation. This is very important for you. At first, this reaction, hydrogen plus oxygen, and the products are water. Dear students, look one thing. Hydrogen and oxygen, they will produce H2O, not H2O2, because the product is water. And when the product is water, now look, the reaction is not balanced. Here, the atom number of hydrogen is equal with left side with right side, but the atom number of oxygen is not balanced. Here, there are 2 atoms oxygen present on the reactant side, but there is only 1 atom oxygen present on the right side, on the product side. So when you will balance the equation, then you can multiply the reactant or product by a integer, and it will be written on the left side. Now dear students, look, there are 2 atoms oxygen. So to make this oxygen 2 atoms, you cannot add 2 here, because you have to add the number, the molecule on the left side. So you can add here 2. So you can write the reaction like this way. But when you will add 2 on the left side, then the oxygen is now 2 atoms, but hydrogen, now the hydrogen is 4 atoms, but on the left side there are 2 atoms hydrogen. So we have to make this hydrogen also 4 atoms. How will we make this? We can add 1, 2 here also. So now the reaction is not balanced, so we cannot write this. So we will write 2 hydrogen plus oxygen product 2 water. Now the reaction is balanced. How will you prove this? We have to calculate the atom number of reactant and product. Now look, left side, there are total 2 into 2, total 4 atoms hydrogen, and oxygen, this is also 2 atoms. And right side, hydrogen is 2 molecule water, that means in 1 molecule water there are 2 hydrogen atoms. So in 2 molecule water there are total 4 atoms hydrogen, and in 1 molecule water there is 1 oxygen atom, but in 2 molecule water there are 2 oxygen atoms. So oxygen is also 2 atoms. Now the reaction is balanced because the atom number of hydrogen and oxygen is equal to the left side and right side. So the equation is balanced. Now we will balance another equation. Look, here nitrogen plus hydrogen and the product is ammonia. Look, left side there are 2 atoms nitrogen and 2 atoms hydrogen, but in the right side there is only 1 atom nitrogen and 3 atoms hydrogen. Nothing is balanced here. So there are 3 atoms hydrogen and 2 atoms hydrogen on the right side and left side. So at first we will balance nitrogen, because if we put here 2, no, so nitrogen can be balanced. So at first we will put here 2. Now look, now nitrogen is balanced. There are 2 atoms nitrogen, there are also 2 atoms nitrogen. But now how many atoms of hydrogen in the product side? There are total 6 atoms hydrogen, but on the left side there are only 2 atoms hydrogen. So how can you make this hydrogen 6? If you multiply this hydrogen into 3, then the hydrogen will also be 6 atoms on the reactant side. So this reaction is not balanced. So the balanced reaction will be nitrogen plus 3 hydrogen and 2 molecule ammonia. So here 2 atoms nitrogen, 6 atoms hydrogen, and on the product side 2 atoms nitrogen and 6 atoms hydrogen. Dear students, when any molecule is written on the left side of any compound, then this molecule number will be multiplied with all the atoms present in the compound. There are 2 molecule ammonia, so there are 2 atoms nitrogen and total 2 into 3, 6 atoms hydrogen. Now you can prove this balance reaction. I am not showing here. Another reaction I will balance now. Here sodium plus sulfuric acid, products are sodium sulfate and hydrogen. Look here, sodium on the reactant side only 1 atom, but product side there are 2 atoms sodium, and hydrogen reactant side 2 atoms, product side also 2 atoms. Sulfate, total sulfate is not broken in the product side, so we can balance the radical sulfate. Here 1 sulfate radical, in the product side also 1 sulfate radical, but only sodium is not balanced here, and if we put here 2, then the sodium will also be balanced and it will not hamper any other reactant or product. So the balance reaction is 2 sodium plus sulfuric acid, sodium sulfate plus hydrogen. Now look, all the atoms are matched with from reactant to product. Now this is the burning of methane. Methane reacts with oxygen and produces carbon dioxide and water. Look here, carbon 1 atom, here on the product side also 1 atom carbon. Hydrogen, reactant side there are 4 atoms hydrogen, but product side there are only 2 atoms hydrogen. And oxygen, reactant side 2 atom oxygen, but product side there are total 2 and 1, 3 atoms oxygen. So carbon is only equal, reactant side and product side, but hydrogen and oxygen both can be balanced, both should be balanced. Now dear students, here oxygen 2 and 3, it is difficult to balance, so at first we will balance hydrogen. There are 4 atoms hydrogen and there are 2 atoms hydrogen. So if we multiply 2 here, if we write 2 molecule water, then the hydrogen will be balanced. So we will write here 2. And after writing 2, now look how many oxygen. There are 2 plus 2, total 4 atoms oxygen. Carbon also it is balanced, hydrogen is also balanced, only we have to balance oxygen. There are 2 atoms oxygen and there are 4 atoms oxygen. So here we will write 1, 2. So now the reaction is balanced. Now 1 carbon atom, here is also 1 carbon atom, 4 hydrogen atoms, there are also 4 hydrogen atoms, 4 oxygen atoms, and there are also 2 plus 2 total 4 oxygen atoms. In this way you can balance every reaction. Dear students, I will tell one thing, that is when you will balance any reaction in higher classes, you will balance many reaction, many big reaction. Just one thing you have to remember, that is when you will balance the atoms, you will balance other atoms at first, and oxygen and hydrogen you will balance at last. Okay, you will balance all atoms, then you will balance hydrogen and oxygen. But here these are very small, these are very easy equation. So this balance, there are only some atoms, these are not balanced, so you will balance here. This is very easy. You will practice balancing every equation. In next class we will come with some reaction, different types of reaction, then there will be many reaction we will learn. And balancing, I will not give any lecture, but the reaction that you will write, you will try to balance it. Here I will give you some homework. you have to balance the following reactions. Here, these reactions you will balance in home. If the reaction is balanced, no need to show me, but if you can't to balance the reactions, you can tell me. So dear students, today up to this. Goodbye everyone. Next class I will come with different types of reactions. Goodbye to all.